right? And so one bucket is how do we make the job better for the staff so we get better retention, ideally even better talent, and keep getting good talent, better talent in there. And then the second part is by improving all of this, when people have personally good experiences with government, I think a lot of it goes back to building back the public institutional trust, right? There's definitely been some erosion of that over the last 20-ish years, right? And so I think like a lot of it goes into those two buckets. And then if we think about what the AI does, I think it can enable a lot of that stuff, right? It's like, how do you take all of the chores and jobs, like the dishes and laundry equivalent work that the government staff does, take that off their plate? There is nobody answering the phone 40 hours a week to answer the same 20 questions over and over again. That job stinks. Nobody wants to do that, right? AI can handle that and handle that really well. And then on the resident side, it's like, how do you make it like that Amazon experience, right? Like Amazon's like totally normalized the fact that you can ship any product you can possibly imagine in 36 hours to any home in America. That's actually a crazy feat. And to be able to do it with shipping tracking the whole way too, right? So you're like, oh, my package will be here at 2:30 tomorrow. And I think when someone files for their pet license, right? People love their pets and they file that application and it's not really transparent when that's going to come back. It might even come back like 5 days later and say, hey, you did this wrong. And now you get kicked into some longer term review cycle and it takes another week and a half to get that back. It's like, how do you make that transparent and efficient, right? So that when folks interact with the government, they feel like this is something that works. This is something that works for me. And then I think that really enables what Stephen and I are talking about, which is belief in the institution, I think helps create the sort of a trust that you can trust those folks to invest in the right thing. So it's like good begets more good, right? And so I think you can fall into these positive feedback loops where I think across America, as trust erodes, then people become more skeptical of what government's capable of, and then they want to defund things, and now you have less resources to actually go do something. Where ideally it works the opposite now, right? Where as trust returns, you say, okay, here's more money and here's more budget to do experimental things. And I think one of the cool things about American government, which is different from a lot of the world, is it is decentralized, right? Maricopa County can try something, and if they make that bet, literally every other county in America can benefit from it, right? Because they can see the example that's been set. And I think, to me, that's what gives me the most hope, right? And I think us at Polymorphic is how can we enable folks who want to do innovative things to try that out, set that precedent, and then take those things countrywide.